So Young Thug just dropped his brand new album, SCUTI. That's right. That is how you pronounce it. SCUTI. And SCUTI is one of the biggest stars in the universe. And I'm assuming, feeling like Young Thug, if you just getting out of jail beating one of the biggest Ricos in Georgia history, well, kind of beating because, you're on probation. But with him feeling like that, he decided he wanted to name his album SCUTI. And I'm going to tell you straight up, is it better than Business is Business, his last album? Yes. Is it better than So Much Fun? No. But that doesn't mean it's a bad project. So let's talk about it. All right, so let's get into the production. Now, this album is featuring some of the heavy hitters that he's always used to working with. You got Metro on here, TM88, Southside, Taurus is on here, London on the track, ATL Jacob, and I could go on and on. Of course, it's a Thug album, so he gonna go and get the major players in the game that's really doing it on the production side. And I gotta say the production was pretty good on this project. A lot of the beats on here fit Thug. And if we talking features, I mean, some of everybody's on this project. Everybody from Cardi B, which to my surprise, she had one of the hardest verses on this project. And this is somebody that doesn't listen to Cardi B, but her verse on this project went kind of crazy. And that's actually one of my favorite songs off this project. But you got Travis Scott, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, and some of everybody. But I think the one that's gonna really turn heads is the record with him and YFN Lucci. Yes, that YFN Lucci, the one that he's been beefing with for the last couple of years. He actually has a song on this project with Thug. And it's actually one of the better records on this project because it just feels Atlanta. Something about that record just feels very old school, very back to the roots of where it all started, before all the money and the fame came into play. Now, the album starts off with this song called Ninja. Yeah, pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure you heard it. Now, the first half of this Ninja record is amazing. It's vintage Thug. The intro is crazy. It got the whole YSL trial clip playing. You like, oh yeah, we finna get into some heat. Like Thug back. And he actually come on the record going crazy. He's spazzing. He doing what he do. Classic Thug. And then he gets to the end of this record. He gets to the end of this record and goes full Jim Crow. I don't know what possessed him to say that. I don't know why he would say it. Miss My Dogs released last week with a music video. I listened to it, I watched the video, but it didn't hit me like listening to this album and then that being the last song on this project. Miss My Dogs is easily one of the most vulnerable tracks that you will get from Young Thug. Now, Young Thug, who in my opinion in the past has been very ego driven, you don't really hear him be that humble on this record, but it truly feels like Thug is truly humble under God. See what I just did right there? But it really does. It feels like one of those records where he's just apologizing to everybody. He's apologizing to Gucci Man for calling him soft on them jail calls. He's apologizing to Lil Baby, asking Lil Baby to pick the phone up. Like, bruh, call me back, bruh. Type shit. He's talking about Future and how he looks up to Future and Future's a big brother to him. And I think I said this in a video that I did not too long ago about the situation with him and Gunna. I said this. I said Thug is in a place right now. It's kind of weird because he doesn't have all his friends that he used to have when he was making music. It's not the same. It's kind of like what Drake is going through, where he's kind of in this new place right now, where you've seen everybody who's messing with you, who rocks with you for real, but now you have to move forward with this new kind of like way of thinking and how you relate to people around you. So that's what Thug is going through right now, and it's totally reflecting in his music. Even online, like he's tweeting stuff and tweeting more than he usual, expressing himself just like, man, it's not the same. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm glad he at least reached deep enough to give us a record like Miss My Dogs, because he easily couldn't have done it and he could have just put out some regular stuff and just kept this album strictly radio hits. I'm not getting personal. But no, he actually did reach deep down and talk about things that were just bothering him. So overall, solid record. It's 21 tracks deep. And of course, you know why these albums are 21 tracks long. It's because of the streaming. It's because everything is more like playlist minded. I just wish artists would get back to giving us albums with like focused meaning. Like, I don't need 21 records. Maybe you could take off 10 and just give me, I don't know, 10, 12 solid records. And that would make it more of a classic than just giving me 21 records or some records you're just doing just to try to fill it out to get those streaming numbers. But overall, like I said, I like the project. Is it better than the last thing he released, Business is Business? White Man? Yeah, that one, you kind of lost me with that one right there, brother. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to review the music and listen to it and give y'all my opinion. And at the end of the day, it's art, right? So everything is subjective. Everything I'm saying don't make it right, don't make it wrong. It's art, it's subjective, and we all are entitled to our own opinions. But yeah, man, make sure y'all go check out that SCUTI by Young Thug. And ladies and gentlemen, until next time, it's the kid Ríez. Make sure y'all be safe, stay carefree, and I'll catch y'all later.